Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Sim Airport. We are building a Dubai International inspired airport, and yes, there is not much going on here yet. I want the system to be up and ready, up and running before we actually allow planes to start coming in. So the next thing I want to kind of focus on is the security arrangement. And I think, unlike what we see in most parts of the world, is we need to find an appropriately sized, um, or we can hire a financial dude, a CFO. Let's quickly see. We've got a office open, right? Yeah, we do. So let's grab the CFO. Oh, a VP of Finance. Okay, that's a little bit different. But let's go ahead and actually CFO. There we go. Hire the CFO. Let's hire that one. Okay, so we can start actually updating and getting VP of Finance, which then the income and that kind of thing. So rather, I would like us to work on that. I would like us to work on advanced security. Yes, since we want to do security setup, that is probably what we need to do. Advanced ticketing, ability to assign aircraft guides to specific ticketing desks. Yeah, that's okay. Light rail transit is the next thing we'll do. Multi-lane access we need to do. Actually, maybe we'll cancel. What? What did happen? What happened? What happened? Did we, what? Oh, hang on. Let's just. Oh, okay, so there's a cheat in here. That's exactly all that I want to do. I just want to get all of this working much better before we. Um, Good stuff. So let's just get all of our research done. I think that's much better. Let's get all of this done. Since we want to go through all of that, get all of that done. Perfect. So let's hire a VP of Finance at some point. We may have to go downstairs and build up a new, a new little office over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Run an office in there. 2, 3, and then like so. Give me a desk, office desk, right there. Give me a chair, an office chair, like so. An office chair, please. Right there. Give me a door. Nice. Now we don't have to keep bothering about research too much. So please come and build that. We'll get the VP of Finance in place, and we can sort that out. So what I was thinking with security is probably what we'll need to do is I think I'm gonna make this channel a lot, let's say a lot smaller. So if we do that as part of this channel, actually, and let's do something like that, 30 like that. We'll run it through there. We'll run it through here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just take out this little piece here, and this is what is going to become. Okay, can we speed things up a little? So come and do your thing here. Okay, like so. So let me, ooh, and I need to actually show that as an office. Where is the office? Right there. Do so. Perfect, that's done. So let's grab the VP of Finance. There we go. In place, and that means we can quickly finish off this and that and that and that at no problem. Okay, so that's all of our research done. Now, the intention here is now that we start to plan out how our security is going to work. That is what I'm going to want to do in this episode. So at Dubai, once you pass through your ticketing desk, you then continue on towards the terminal building, and then you pass through security. Of course, security. Oh, actually, first you pass through immigration, so someone stamps your passport, and then you move because from Dubai you can't fly domestically at all. So you then pass through to security, and and then from there you go up into the terminal. Okay, so that's pretty well understood. Okay, so now How am I going to lay out the security arrangement? So let's see, security. We have the remote bag scanner systems, which I would like to put in place. So let's grab that. Okay. And we'll use metal detectors because, okay, so kind of almost a two block thing for the metal detector. So if we say, so let's, oops, and turn it around. So let's start with one like that, and then we'll do one like this, okay. And then can we I'm kind of thinking if there's a potential for us to stagger this arrangement. Oh yeah, what we could do, well, actually, it doesn't. Yes, what we could do is, I just want to see if we can't squeeze in a little bit more. Obviously, that's not going to work because they're always going to be on the one side of it. But what we could do is we can then bring back one this way. Yeah, maybe something like that. Do something like that, then it's at least we save like one line over here. And then what we'll do is again, yeah, so how's that going to work? Yes, maybe the wall is the one that is causing us a little bit of consternation. So let's put that in place. And then we go and we put this one over here. And we put the next one like so. So that's a bit of a staggered arrangement now. So what we'll do is now we'll grab our checks, ID checks, and we'll do like one here. And one here, one here, and one here. Is that kind of what we were gonna do? It looks okay if we actually do it that way. That gives us a fair bit of room over here. Now what we just need to have a look at is how we're gonna do. Okay, let's keep going. I don't mind spending a bit of cash to get all of this done. So let's see. So one down there, and then there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like that. There, 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 like so, like so, like so, like so, and like so, and do that and that. Okay. And like so. There we go. That's our staggered system. So let's get these remote bag scanners in place. There we go. Perfect. Get all of that in place. That's a lot of them. But I think we're going to need a lot of security here. So Dubai doesn't have nearly this much security kind of screening area, but I think we're going to need a lot to get it through here. The one thing that I'm quite keen on is seeing how, oh, let's get the ID check stands in place. ID checks. There, 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 like so and like so. So Dubai doesn't have a lot of this. The one thing that I think is going to be a bit of a challenge here is going to be the queuing. The queuing system here is going to be a fair bit of a challenge. We'll see how that goes. That looks fairly decent. So this guy, one goes this way, one goes that way. I think that is pretty decent stuff. Now, in terms of queuing, business class and first class and that kind of thing is on this side. So if we go business class, so if we go queuing, utilities, queues, I want to do, say, 4 of these 3 maybe as a bit of a business class queue. So if we say do that, no, don't do a new one, clear that out. So something like that as the business class queue. Maybe we'll tweak that still a little bit. So I'm kind of interested in doing a number of queues to these things. So maybe between every, yeah, maybe like between every 2 of them. So if we do something like that, okay, and then if we do something like this, I wonder if this will work. And then if we do something like that, I think this may not quite work. We might have to bring this one back a little bit more if we want to get that to actually work. Yeah, it was close. It almost worked. It almost worked. I think that's a good queuing system actually. So we're just gonna feed people in there. Yeah, I think that can actually work quite well. But I would probably, the alternative is if we do one between every 4. That could also work. Then it's a little bit, it's going to look a little bit, I think it's going to look a little bit better. Not as filled with queues as this is. So let's try that. So if we move that down a little, and this isn't how they do it at Dubai. You kind of, there's almost no queues there. Oh, there's a little queue, but not a lot. So let's get rid of this and we'll restart it. I'm just doing this one to work with the game mechanics. The security stuff gets quite packed quite quickly. So if we do that and we run this one down, say there, so that's between those 4. And if we do one here, oops, get rid of that, and yeah, actually a little bit of gap there could be a good thing. That's between those 4, and then like that. But these are getting pretty short now. That's between those 4, and now this one here, and between these 4, and then maybe one. And these 2 will have. But these queues are quite short though. We might have to see how we do that. Is the 4 maybe the 4 queues is sufficient. Maybe the 4 queues are sufficient. What do? We do the 4 here, the 4 there, the 4 here, these 4, and then they've got 2 left over here, but we maybe have the potential to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this one down a little bit. We're going to actually start this one on this side, okay, and what I'll do is I'm going to run this a little bit more standard practice queue because there's not a lot of room. No, don't do that. A little bit like this. So we'll do that kind of thing. The other one that I'm going to work on a little bit is I'm going to work on this a little bit. I'm going to run that like so. Oops, cancel that piece. Okay, then run that up that way. I think we will probably find that this is still going to be tweaked a number of times as we play this game, but at least it seems like a fair starting point for a pretty decent security queue. So we're going to feed these 4, feed those 4, feed those 4, and then feed whatever these 6 is somewhere over here. Maybe we'll do 5 and 5. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And then we'll feed people through there. And oh, of course, what we need to do is go back to, say, let's say security stuff. We are gonna need a remote baggage scanner, and we will place it, like, say, somewhere over here. I don't know if we need more than one, but that is at least the starting point. Then we will need to start feeding people into the terminal. So terminal planning will be the next piece of the action. Oh, I also need to have a look at how we do queuing over here. So all of that is up and running and built and the likes. Yeah, I was thinking all of these things need to be flashing like that. So what I'll do is I will do business class over here, and then we'll just do the rest. And I'm going to do just a queue per 5 check-in desks. So let's go and say queuing. We'll grab our queuing like this. So it's similar, but it's not quite exactly the way it's done at Dubai. But they do have a bit of these kind of queues. Okay, I'll just do exactly the same thing up there, like so, like that, like that, like that, and up to there. Like so, up there, like that. Do a similar thing over here. No, we'll do it there, do that, run it this way, up there, up there, up there, and how many curls does it do? It does a double curl. Ah, like so. That's what we're doing. So we'll do that, run it there, that way, that way, that way, that way, and like that. And we'll do a similar one here, and then that should be our check-in, at least the bulk of our check-in area. And there we go. So that's our check-in area, and we'll just allocate one of these to, say, business class. And what I'm also going to do is grab me a moving walkway. So what I'm going to want us to do is do, yeah, I'm not sure that is actually going to happen. Do they have a moving? Yeah, they do have a moving walkway through the middle of it. So what we'll do is let's maybe split it up into two. We'll do, say, one like that. Okay, and then we'll do one like this. So we'll put two moving walkways in there. That's a pretty decent setup, I think, something like that. What we'll also do is we'll go with check-in or ticketing kiosks. Ah, interesting. Ticketing kiosks, please. And I'm thinking we just run them up the wall like this. Okay. Nice. Tons of ticketing kiosks over here. They have stuff to be sold and so on, but I think the way the pathing in this game works, we're probably not going to do that. So check-in should be pretty straightforward. It'll be a pretty decent check-in operation over here. Yeah, so checking in, self check-in kiosks, then the check-in desks, and then into security. Not sure if we're going to use that. I'm wondering whether we may need some more queuing space, so a little bit of extra room there is pretty good. We need to tie in all of these things together, but that seems to be our internal or our inbound layout. Now the question is, how are we going to set up our internal stuff? So what I know is lounges are at the top. Okay. I would imagine that we would feed all the way to this level. Yeah. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up and up again. Okay. So give me my escalators here. So say escalators. Okay. So where I'm worried that that's not central. So if we want to get it central, actually we don't need it to be central. We need it to be a little bit this side of central. So if we say do one, okay, let's see where that goes first. That is pretty damn central. And the problem is then we need to go up another one. But what we could do is we could go up in here. So then we do that. I like that. And that is pretty damn central. Give me the planning tool. I want to quickly have a look. If we just say that, so how many of that? That's 27. And that is 28. So that is about as central as it's going to get. Because this thing is a three space. So that is as central as it's going to get. So I'm happy with that. Let's clear out that area. Okay, and now, so what I need to do is I need to go escalator again. Escalator up, so not next to it, but there, and there, and there. And what I'll do is the last one we'll just do stairs. Stairs. Okay, so stairs. Like so. Now we'll go up a level. And what we'll do is rotate this, so we put our stairs in there. And then we'll go put our escalators back in. Escalators. Okay, like that, and like that. So there we go. That is how we're going to get to the departure level. Haha, I love it. That looks pretty good. We've got some room at the back here, so we may see how we better use that. Similarly, we are going to need people to be able to feed down into this area over here. And I would very much like that to be a similar look and feel on here, but it obviously doesn't have to be perfect. But we're gonna need to do a little something like that. Also, we're gonna have to, I want to close this thing off completely because they shouldn't be coming out into this exiting area over here. So we'll keep an eye on what we do over there. I just want to have a look. It would look a little bit better if it's actually along the same line. So for it to be along the same line, I think we're running out of space a little bit. So let's dismantle that piece. Okay, get the guys to come and take that out and build these other things for us. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay, so come here, come on construction. Let's clear that piece. Okay, and let's go wall, and we'll kind of do something like that. I think is going to be the right thing for us. So let's clear out those two pieces there. Yeah, I think that's enough space for us to get that back in there. So now if we say escalator down, please, escalator down. So just saying, oh, it's gonna do something like that. That's gonna be sufficient space, I believe. So escalator down. Let's move it, well, up a little, like that, like that, like that, and like that. 4 of them. Okay, we go up even more. So from this one we do one there, one there, one there, and one there. Oh, actually, hang on. That's not required. That's not required. Cancel this thing. I don't need people to be able to go out. I like it. I don't need people to be able to go out. Perfect. I think that is fine. People don't need to go back down. Yes. Yes, this is going to be great. This is going to be much better. So there we go. Those are our escalators. First things first, let me give that moving walkway right here. I'm gonna run it like that, and then I'm gonna run it like that, and I'm gonna run it like that. There you go. That looks pretty Dubai International to me, with a little bit of a variation here on the security arrangement, and a little bit of room at the back here. But I think that's not too bad. The only other thing I want to add in here is some stairs. So stairwell. Stairs up and stairs down is a very similar thing, so we'll just grab a little bit of stairs like that. If we go up a level, yeah, that's perfect. So now we just need to almost just tie these off. So you don't need to get out here, so let me get a bit of a wall around this. To be honest, you don't need to be at the back of it at all. So if we do that and that and that and that should be a pretty decent way for them just to get up to the next level. Yeah, pretty decent. I like it. And this is just gonna be feeding out from here, so we'll see how that works. That's pretty good. And then they're up at the top here, and I'll show you how this thing works. And we'll probably need to do another level then for lounges if we want to get that up and running. Okay, so there we go. I think that looks like the basic setup for both the entry, so check in through security and into the terminal, and the outbound track from the terminal through to baggage claim, and then out to the street for pickup. Yeah, pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I like it a fair bit. We might redo these escalators and the area a little bit to give a little bit more room for pickups and things like that. But we will get to that. I am quite keen to start working on the terminal and then see how we get the rest of stuff going from there. Okay, guys. I'm ExactChaos. If you've liked it, hit the button. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the series and you don't want to miss out on any of the new stuff. And yes, I would appreciate any comments from your side. What do you think about this setup? Is it at least similar? Do you think some of these things might not work? Do you have you seen some new ideas on the channel that you want to try out in your own videos? Let me know down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.